They go play action here on first down. That will complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready up.
Now a play fake here on first down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chargers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Lion.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
Go.
First down, Chargers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw here to Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. Herbert. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
On the give, this is Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Charger in the air attack has gotten him down here, but now where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 17-14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And how about that for just running out the clock? 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Tucker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
23-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at the 13-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Set.
final shot before the break for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Set. Go.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chargers.
Back to Hampton on first down.
And he takes it down at a 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Home troops right.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
San Diego.
Lad McConkey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Go, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21.
13 yards on the play. That's another Raiders first.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Raider first down.
18 charge now. 18
First
charge.
and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Chargers 24, Raiders 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on the balance.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
12. Home troops right. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy, that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They hand this off to Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first down carry for Harris.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
This will be caught by Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tui Pelotu.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Check, Bobcat. Come on. Hawk 70, 7 Pirates.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they
17.
approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Unfortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, check this guy.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Third, hop, step, go.
Brooks will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Raiders 31, Chargers 24.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
still on his feet. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll run again with Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Herbert.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They run with Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And it's incomplete. They could not convert.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look